Hi, I'm Shannon McGee, franchise owner with Network in Action, Music City and the surrounding areas. And today I'm with Jeff Batts with Principal HR Solutions. Thanks for joining me, Jeff.
Glad to be here. This is great.
I'm really love hearing people's story. So tell me why you decided to start your company.
Well, so I've been in HR for over 30 years, and uh, when I first went into into school, actually, my grandfather's. I grew up in a business with my grandfather. He owned a company here in Nashville called Ray Batts Furniture, and I remember it while I was in school and when I first came out, thinking back to my grandfather. He was such a motivational piece of my life, and but I always remembered his business had things that could have been so much more efficient had he had someone focus on the people side of his business. And so I took that, and that's what drove me through doing what I do in HR and ultimately becoming a business owner.
So what you do, your fractional HR services, and for some people, they know right away what that fractional means. Some people don't understand what fractional is, and some people still might not understand what is HR because it can be a little bit broad. So
Right.
help us understand what fractional means and what are the types of things that you do with the companies you work with.
Well, if we go back to day one of when my company started, and I told people, well, I do HR. That was the very question. What is HR? And I said, yeah, we'll do any of it. And they go, well, what is that? And so we have been able to define that over the last 5 years. Fractional HR is full service HR to our clients, meaning we handle all the tactical up to the strategic parts of the people part of the business, whether it's handbooks, hiring, um, working with employees on delicate employee issues, working with managers and making sure that they're trained to handle those kind of issues. We work through all of that. The unique part of our business is that we're available to our clients when they need us 24/7, and we'll be on site when they need us. So we try to be their HR department, and it's a unique offering, but it's one that we think makes a difference in the marketplace, and it really makes a bit difference to our clients.
I love that. It's kind of interesting when you think about it. So, um, where I'm going with this is like HR is this people role, but what you're doing is actually providing the services without them taking on the extra headcount, right?
Mhm.
Because you're doing this fractional work. You don't have to hire a full-time HR person. You can do the work for them. And ironically, what you're doing is this people management, which can be the biggest headache part in any company is dealing with the just the compliance and the hiring and the handbooks and all those things, and the fact that you can do that without them having to hire this head count is awesome. So I'm sure you have some great stories, but do you have a favorite client story you might like to share?
I do, and it's a really recent one. We had a client that hired us just for project work. They just said, "Well, we just need some projects done. What kind of projects do you need? We need a handbook. We need to make sure that our I-9s are in compliance, or we're in compliance overall." And so we said, "Sure, we'll do that as a project." The more we were there, the more they saw the need for us to be there on a regular basis, and it's worked out to where they're now one of our retained fractional clients, and that's how we build the relationship. We meet our clients where they are. We find out what their needs are. Usually, there's a problem that drives the conversation, but we show them that there's other things that we can do for them, and we do our work proactively so that they don't have to have problems and work with us reactively.
I love that because most of us, we should love our employees, right? Like in our people, but that's the fun side of things. Unless you're a person in HR, I don't believe many people feel like HR is fun. And so having you come in as that partner to take that weight off so they can focus on the relationships and the strategy
Absolutely.
and leadership, all that, it's awesome. So Jeff, if someone wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
Best way to reach us is jeff.bats at principal, spelled with an L-E, hrsolutions.com, or you can give me a call directly on my cell phone at 615-330-3478. Love to talk to you about the business. Love to find out more about your business.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining me today, Jeff.
Thanks. Thanks for the opportunity.